Where the big city is loud and dreams are plenty, a generation is chasing fame under the light of a phone screen. This is the story of a girl who danced, who gave her whole heart to the camera, but only heard one sound, no views. This is the story of Aisha. Aisha was a sharp dancer, a funny creator, and a natural star, but the digital world had placed a heavy stone on her light. Her room, just off a busy Lagos street, was her studio. Every wall was covered with soundproofing foam she couldn't afford. Every penny went into gear, the good phone, the fast laptop, and that large, proud, useless ring light. For 6 years, Aisha followed the rules. She learned the editing software until her eyes bled. She watched trending videos until her head spun. She mastered every dance step, every popular sound, every viral challenge. But her views remained a joke. Her newest dance video, a complex routine she had practiced until her knees ached, sat on her page like a lonely beggar. 12 views. A shameful number. Sometimes, the only comment was from her mother, "My daughter, you are dancing like a winner." A comment that only made the shame worse. Meanwhile, everyone else was eating. She watched friends, who just posted a grainy, blurry clip of them laughing at a cheap joke, jump straight to 4.5 million views in hours. The injustice was like a constant headache. Aisha started to feel the pain in real life. When she went out, people would recognize her talent from her practice sessions, not her online fame. "Oh, Aisha, you are a good dancer. Why are you not famous like Tund?" a neighbor once asked. Aisha forced a smile. "I'm still building, Mama," she lied. One day, she spent 12 hours filming a skit where she dressed up as a popular old market woman. It was genius, her best work. She posted it at the perfect time. The next morning, she checked her phone. 25 views. Below it, an influencer who posted a simple photo of their new sneakers had hit 2 million likes. Aisha cried until she had no tears left. She looked at her ring light, picked up a towel, and started smashing it against the floor. Smash! 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 The plastic held, but the feeling in her heart broke. What is the secret? Why is the world ignoring me? I deserve this. I deserve the attention, she screamed at the silent room. She felt a darkness settling on her soul. She was desperate. She would do anything, absolutely anything, to get the digital world to turn its eyes toward her. She started searching, not for tips, but for magic. Feeling lost and defeated, Aisha wandered into the city. She found herself in a dusty internet cafe, looking through dark, strange websites for any kind of help that wasn't advice. A tall, thin man came near her. The air got cold, like a sudden sickness. He wore dark, perfect clothes, and smelled strange, like metal and burnt sugar. He did not look at her screen, he looked straight into her pain. "Young lady," he said slowly, his voice like silk wrapping around iron. "You are talented. But talent without the right energy is just a secret you keep to yourself." He smiled, a long, frightening smile. "You want views, Aisha? Millions of them. The kind that buys you respect, fame, and makes you a superstar." Aisha's heart hammered against her ribs. She didn't ask who he was. She knew. "I want it," she whispered, her voice low and raw. 6 years I suffered. I will do anything. Anything. I can turn your ring light into the strongest magnet in the world, the man promised. Every post you make will pull people to watch. Fame will happen tomorrow. But you must pay for this power, this leverage. How? She asked, her eyes fixed on his cold, extended hand. Your time, he said simply, his voice chilling. 6 years. 6 years of absolute, total fame, money, and views. And when the 6 years are finished, I come to take what is mine. Aisha didn't think about her future. She only thought about the past 6 years of failure. She took a deep, shaky breath, sealing her fate for digital glory. "Done," she said, shaking his cold hand. 6 years. Give me the views." The man laughed, a dry sound like crushing dry bones. "Enjoy the light, Aisha. It will be the brightest you have ever seen." The next morning, Aisha posted a simple video, just her drinking zobo and winking. The notification bell immediately went into hysterics, screaming with new numbers. 1 million views in 1 hour. 10 million views before sunset. Fame hit her like a massive tidal wave. The world suddenly realized Aisha was the biggest star. Her talent was there, but the devil's power, channeled through the magical ring light, was the real engine. When she held it, views were guaranteed. Aisha's life transformed completely. She bought a massive, glass-walled penthouse overlooking the ocean. She hired a crew of 20 people. She wore clothes that cost more than her old house. She was famous, rich, and utterly arrogant. Aisha stopped planning content. She just lived, and the views came. She loved to flaunt her power in the busiest, most impossible places. This was a victory lap. She would stop traffic on the 3rd mainland bridge for a quick video. In the middle of the crowded Oshodi market, she would step out of her bulletproof SUV. She would stand there, holding her large, famous ring light, which seemed to shine brighter than the sun, and start dancing. She would talk with confidence, laughing wildly with pure, arrogant joy. The market women, initially angry at the stop, would drop their baskets. The whole market would cheer, recording her with frantic phones. The lights made her a god. She would throw words of cash into the air, laughing as the crowd scrambled. She would stand there for 10 minutes, showing off her freedom, her light, and her power. This became her signature, dancing in the chaos. By the 3rd year, Aisha was not just African famous, she was global. She flew constantly, Paris, Milan, New York. She was on massive billboards and magazine covers. She was seen kissing a new rich celebrity every month and boasting about her wealth. The contract with the dark man became a forgotten joke. Her content was now incredibly lazy, a picture of her new jewelry, a video of her yawning in a first-class seat. It didn't matter. The millions of views arrived instantly. The ring light never failed. Aisha started treating her staff, her family, and everyone who knew her before with utter disrespect. She pushed her grandmother away, calling her parables old village talk. She truly believed her success was all her own hard work finally paying off. She didn't need God, she had the views. Her grandmother came to her house one final time. The old woman looked around the gigantic, cold mansion. "Aisha, my child," the old woman said, tears in her eyes. "The 6 years are almost finished. The devil does not joke with time. Please, stop posting. Beg for forgiveness." Aisha sighed dramatically, checking her diamond-encrusted watch. "Grandma, why do you talk about stopping? This is just the beginning. I have contracts for the next 20 years. My channel is too big to fall." The grandmother said the parable, her voice shaking. "The fame that is borrowed is lighter than smoke." The spirit took the drum, and the people forgot Obi ever danced. When you borrow power, you must pay in full. Aisha waved her away, annoyed. "Grandma, I beg, go and rest. My fame is real." The 6 years rushed to their end. Aisha never worried. She never saved her talent. She only relied on the light. It was a Tuesday afternoon. The first day of the 7th year. Aisha was filming in the crowded main market, the same vibrant, noisy place where she had proven her stardom many times. She was holding her famous ring light, which was pulsing with a strange, nervous energy. She was talking hard, laughing loudly, basking in the attention, ready for her next 10 million views. Suddenly, a shadow fell. A shadow so thick it felt like the sun had died. The air grew cold, heavy, and thick, smelling sharply of sulfur and metal. The ring light in Aisha's hand screamed, the light flickering violently, turning from white to a menacing, oily, blood red. The cheers of the crowd died in their throats. They scattered, running in terror, leaving their phones to crash on the ground. The thin, tall man stood before her. "Aisha," he thundered, his voice now a loud, terrible boom that silenced every noise in the market. "The time is finished. 6 years. Not 1 second more." Aisha's laughter died instantly. The cold realization hit her heart like a physical blow. The fame was borrowed. The light was not hers. She clutched the ring light, her hands shaking violently. "No. I will pay you money. All my wealth. Take the house. Anything but the fame." The man shook his head slowly, his eyes glowing red. "You paid with your time. You took the attention. The debt is due." He grabbed the ring light. Not gently, but with a terrifying, crushing force. As the light left her grip, Aisha felt all the power, all the attention, all the digital energy leave her body. Her phone, which she had dropped, was blank. Her followers felt an immediate, inexplicable urge to unfollow and forget. The algorithms that had protected her channel deleted her existence. The memory of her dancing and laughing left the minds of the people who had just been cheering. The man, the devil, grew massive, terrifying wings that ripped through his suit. He took to the air, soaring straight up into the bright African sky, a flash of red and black fire, carrying the powerful, magical ring light away forever. Aisha was left kneeling on the hard, dirty ground. No views, no cheers, no followers, just a blank phone and the cold, hard silence of the real world. The great fame she never truly owned was gone, leaving behind only dust and the crushing, painful truth. The true lesson of Aisha's story is deep, and it's one we must carry with us every day. Don't chase a quick, easy gain, because the price is always much bigger than the reward. Aisha saw others getting famous quickly, and she thought success was cheap. She forgot that anything that comes too easily did not come from your own strength. She took a shortcut, and the shortcut led her straight to a terrible, painful stop. The fame she got was like borrowing a beautiful dress for a party. When the party ends, you must give the dress back, and you are left standing naked. True success is like planting a tree. You must use your own hands, dig the soil, water it, and wait patiently for years. It takes time, yes, but when the fruit comes, that fruit is yours forever. When the storm comes, the tree has deep roots and cannot be pulled down. Aisha's success was built on air. She relied on a borrowed glow, not her own fire. When the devil came, her whole life collapsed because the foundation was fake. Always remember, your own small light, and with your own sweat and integrity, will shine longer and stronger than a billion borrowed suns. Choose hard work and patience over easy, quick promises, because shortcuts always lead you into a dark forest. So, now that you have heard the terrible price Aisha paid for her quick views, what would you have done if you met the code man? Tell us in the comments. If you enjoyed Aisha's cinematic tale and you want to see more powerful African dramatic stories that teach real lessons, you are in the right place. Make sure you are subscribed to African Cinematic Tales. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Give this video a like and share it with a friend who is working hard for their own real success. Thanks for watching and stay blessed.